Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to do a little bit of an editorial on something that happened a few weeks ago, and I didn't talk about it at the time, and I guess I should have, but I didn't. Recently, InBev put a bid in to buy SabMiller for $109 billion. This would create, obviously, the biggest kind of beer conglomerate in the world. I believe it was something like they would have 256 brands brewed by one company, which is absolutely crazy. I believe the Department of Justice is actually looking into the acquisition or attempted acquisition to see if there are some kind of monopolistic intentions there, or or it could become a monopoly, which obviously the possibility is obviously there. But what's really the scariest part about this attempted acquisition or buyout, whatever you want to call it? It comes down to not so much, that they're going to have all these, they can buy up all these craft beer breweries now and da-da-da-da-da. It's the fact that they're going to control wholesalers now. What a lot of people don't realize is that InBev, SabMiller, they can actually buy wholesalers, third-party wholesalers, and really dictate what goes in and out of those wholesalers. So right now, as it stands, you have InBev controlled wholesalers and SabMiller controlled wholesalers and independent wholesalers, and really there's not a whole lot of resistance to bringing craft beer in because it sells, it makes them money. But now, since SabMiller and InBev are coming together, there's definitely more of a desire possibly to keep craft beer out of these wholesalers, if it's not something that they own, like a Goose Island or a Golden Road or whatever that company is they just bought. So that's really the scary part. Now, they've always said that they don't do that, but a lot of people have said yes, they absolutely do that. Some wholesalers, they kind of dictate what goes in and out as far as craft beer. So now that you have this one gigantic company that could possibly buy up a ton of wholesalers and really just say what goes in and out. It could be just their craft breweries that they've acquired, or just their craft beers their crafty beers, I should say, that they brew, and really just kind of keep out the small guy and not let the small guy come in and get their beer distributed. So, what happens? That's really kind of the big question point, and I think that's really where the monopoly could come in, and I think that's what the DOJ is looking into. And what's the answer to that? It's tough. A lot of breweries, there are breweries that have their own distribution systems now. I believe Stone has one. I think Victory might have one too, but I'm not sure. I know Stone definitely has one. And that's the answer, but not every brewery is the size of Stone can afford to do something on that, the logistics behind that is just absolutely insane. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully, I don't know. It's kind of a hopeless situation, I think. And it's definitely, look, these guys are in the process to make money. Craft beer is definitely cutting into their overhead. They're not gaining ground, they're losing ground. If nothing else, they're stagnant while craft beer continues to rise. So, how do we stop that? They're not going to sit there and hemorrhage money with a craft beer if they don't have to. So what do? They just say, well, we're not going to take those brands maybe now anymore or whatever. So I think that's really the scary part. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section below. Remember, folks, life's too short. Drink amazing beers. Cheers.